Hello YouTube, this is Salam. In this video I'm going to replace the fuel pump out of this John Deere 310D backhoe. The fuel pump on this machine started leaking diesel. The machine is running fine. I have no other issue other than the leak. I thought to record this video to provide a few tips about how to remove and install the new fuel pump and what kind of symptoms the fuel pump give when it's go out. I hope you enjoy this video. If I run the machine, this fuel pump will start leak diesel right from here. I bought this pump from eBay. It cost me about $28. I looked the part number and it cross-referenced it to the backhoe serial number, and it gave me a part number, and when I look on eBay, this is what I found. It looked exactly like the one on the machine, and this pump came with two gaskets. I'm going to start by disconnecting the hoses from this pump, and then I remove the pump via these two bolts on the side of the block. In my opinion, when they design a two pump on the engine, one to bring diesel from the tank and deliver it through the filter assembly to the injector pump, it's better design than having everything in the injector pump, because this consumable, it could go faster than the injector pump. If you have it built as one unit, then you have to replace the injector pump and it's more expensive. Like I said, this cost me about $28. A lot of time when this pump start to go bad, you will have hard time starting the engine. It will not keep the pressure. There is valve inside this one. When you stop the engine, the remaining diesel pressure between this to the injector pump, it will maintain. So when you try to crank it the next time, it will start easier. So one of the symptoms, if your machine doesn't start right away, you probably should investigate the fuel pump or the fuel filter or anything in the fuel line. I opened the fuel tank cover to remove the pressure, and as you see, stop leaking. I'll make sure this hose stay higher than the tank. Sometime, if you change your engine oil and you feel like the engine oil is thin or smell like diesel, a lot of time this pump is going bad too, and it leaks diesel inside the engine. Make sure, if you're new to mechanics, to use the right wrenches, good set of wrenches, so you don't strip the nut's head. I'm going to remove these connectors while the pump is supported to the engine. This one will hit the block, so I need to make sure to install it on the new pump before I put it on the engine. Yeah, it's exactly the same unit. I am going to remove this old gasket. I'm going to insert a rag in the block to prevent any of the paper from this gasket to go inside. And I'm using a new razor blade. The camera in the way. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this gasket, and once I have it clean, I'll come back. I cleaned everything, the connectors, the side of the block, and I used a brake party cleaner to dry everything. I'm going to apply silicone before I install the new pump. I'm going to apply little bit silicone to the thread. It's a good idea, so in the future, if you have to do any maintenance, it will come off easy. Especially on these type of pipes, it's a good idea to lubricate the inside. They will tie easier, and you could control how the fitting direction goes. Also in the future, when you lose them, they come off easy. And I'm going to apply silicone to all the surfaces. Some machines, they have a spacer in between the pump and the block. That's why they send two gaskets. Or maybe on some machines you need thicker gasket to space it out, so you have to use both. This one I know for sure it had only one when I removed it. Yeah, say install gasket and spacer if required and mount a fuel pump to the engine. That's why they send two gaskets. Some of them, they have a spacer between the pump and the engine. It's little piece of metal, aluminum or steel. Just very thin film to prevent any oil leak. Right now, the lobe that activate this pump, it's pushing on the rod of this pump, so that's why I have hard time put it in place. I want to make sure I will start the bolts at least 3 or 4 turn with my hands so I don't cross thread them and damage them or damage the block. I did start this one and I went in about 6 turn. I'm having a problem with the one on this side. Let me show you what I'm talking about. There is a lobe. A lot of time it's connected to the camshaft or part of the camshaft, and it act like this or it move like this, an oval shape, so it will apply pressure on this leg. You know, I don't want to press it now, it's gonna shoot diesel, but that's basically what it does. I already started this one. It went in a few turns. Yeah, now the other ball turning a lot easier. And be careful the starter in the way if you didn't remove the battery, so be careful, you may arc. Be careful, don't over torque it so you don't break the bolt. And these 516 grade 5 bolts, so check the specification, and if you have torque wrench, torque them to specs. And like I said, apply little bit of grease. Same thing, I tie it with my hand about 3 turns. I forgot to clean this one. There's an O-ring over here, so I'm not going to hit this surface with the wire brush. Immediately when you spray something like this with the brake party cleaner or carburetor cleaner, clean the O-ring so it doesn't get damaged. The material of the brake party cleaner is very harsh on these O-rings. This is just a regular grease, mineral base, and that's what you need. So whatever get inside the line, it will melt in the diesel. It's very cold today, even the grease have hard time flowing. Alright, that's it. The only thing left, I need to bleed it. Remove the air from the lines. And this pump has a manual lever. You could prime the pump. The camera is not picking this. I'll show you what bolt I'm losing over here in a second. I lose this bolt first, and I kept pressing the manual lever on the pump until diesel start coming out. Then I lose this one, and as you see, still loose. And diesel coming out of it. There is no air. So I'm good to go. I'm good to run the machine and try it out. This was an easy project. It didn't take a long time to replace the fuel pump. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching and thank you for your support, and I'll see you later.